Hey, I'm Justin with Cognito Motorsports. I want to show off my new Tundra here. This is a 2023 Toyota Tundra. I gotta say, we've never built Toyota parts before at Cognito. And I gotta say, when the new Tundra came out in 2022, started seeing some of them on the internet, little kind of like this, little lift, wheels, tires. I thought it was probably the best looking truck I've ever seen. So had to get one, decided that it was probably gonna be a really popular truck, being Toyotas are pretty popular. So I ordered a Tundra, got it, picked it up from the dealer, and as soon as I drove out of there, I couldn't believe that it rode like shit. So I knew that there had to be some potential there. So what we came up here with is this is an elite leveling kit, okay? And the reason we call it an elite leveling kit is because this truck here has our kit with the 2.5-inch King shocks on it. This truck is transformed into an absolute, one of my favorite trucks. Rides awesome, way better than stock. Stock, it was bottoming out so easy in the rear because this truck has the rear air ride option from Toyota. I like that option because I hook up a small trailer to this truck sometimes, my kid's dirt bike trailer, that kind of thing. So I wanted that rear air ride option. It's really nice, but the truck rode like crap stock. So now it's one of the best riding trucks I've ever had. Coming in a little closer, we'll show you some of the details here. Ultimately, this truck came up 3 inches in the front, 2 inches in the rear. And we did that via these King shocks, which is a Cognito spec King shock, okay? King does make a shock for the Tundra, but it is more for a stock height. They went for the stock height. So we worked with King, got a Cognito spec going here, 3-inch lift. We've got 3¼ inches of droop travel. The truck rides great. We added our upper control arm there, so high angle, corrected angle ball joint, maintenance free pivot bushings, tubular design, nice and clean. Allows us to get that extra added droop travel and then convert it into ride height. So 3-inch lift, 3¼ inches of droop travel, truck rides awesome. In the rear, I'll show you the rear Kings as well on this kit, and because this truck was a rear air ride truck, actually the rear was very easy to lift. Now we figured out what we could get away with as far as extended length on the shocks, because the shocks are your droop limiter. We figured out what we could get away with without overextending the airbags and also without having to put a bump spacer in there. We got 30% more travel than stock out of the rear end and the front end. So the truck rides awesome. It's got the height I like, looks bitchin'. It's got to be one of the best looking trucks I've ever seen. The wheel and tire I went with is actually a 35 by 11.5. So this is a metric size tire, 285/75 R18. Okay, it's a KMC wheel. This is an 18 by 8.5 wheel with a positive 18mm offset. I think it just pokes the tire out just perfect. I didn't want anything hanging way out. So that's a 35-inch tire, you know, a little narrower than a 35/1250, but it actually measures a little taller than a 35/1250. So I really like that tire. And with this offset, this setup, hardly any trimming to do. It was just all done on the inner fender liner. Man, no rubbing, rides bitchin', looks awesome. Man, I really like the way this truck looks. Handles, rides, one of my new favorites. Check it out. Hope you like it.